Socially, it's very difficult adjusting to living in a dementia unit, especially if you've lived on your own for many years and only one or two people have come into your home in the week. Then all of a sudden, you're having to directly or indirectly cope with hundreds of social interactions throughout the day. I mean, it starts off with the carers in the morning and the laundry girls and the cleaners and then the nurses, doctors' rounds, and of course the residents themselves. If there's 30 or 60 residents in a facility, that's a lot of social interactions that you're going to have either in the TV lounge or the dining room. So somehow the dementia resident has to anchor themselves within that to be able to adjust to the situation they're in and be able to appropriately communicate, even if minimally, with others. And making a friend is the big thing that helps in a dementia unit. If you're on your own, you don't know anyone, you're disorientated, maybe your family's unable to visit very often, it's extremely disorientating and stressful. But once you learn to orientate yourself to the place, once you learn that, okay, you've got a room, hopefully now you're orientated to the fact of being able to find your room. That's a very important point. If you know where your room is, where your bathroom is, where you can go down and lie down and have a rest when you need to, you know where to go to the bathroom, etc., etc. That is one anchor that will help a lot. But the second anchor that will help in terms of socialization is making a friend. If you can make a friend at a dementia unit, you're halfway there to adjusting, if not more. I mean, because you'll sit by that friend watching the TV, you'll sit by that friend in the activities, and also what happens is that the medical staff or the charge nurse or the clinical manager will generally see if you've got a special friend. They'll try and put that friend by you, sitting by you at the dining table, which is a great help because it means 3 times a day you've got your friend sitting by you at mealtime. And it's easy when you're with a friend. When you're with a friend, you hardly need to say anything. I mean, nice little smile and, you know, how are you and good morning, and you don't need to say much to establish a friendship at a dementia unit. But if though you do have a friend and she happens to be social and she happens to have been at the dementia unit for quite some time, that's a gold mine, because that means that now you've made a friend, now you are all of a sudden friendly with all the other residents in the unit because you're good frienders. So that's easy establishment of communication. And you'll find actually that if your mother has come into the unit and has been quite distressed, but then in the first few weeks she's made a friend, and a social friend at that, very quickly she'll adjust. You'll find the stress levels will go right down. She'll adjust. She'll actually start to enjoy the place even. It's a complete reversal once a friend is made. So that's why with socialization, it's important to encourage positive socialization for your mother or father in the unit. Whatever you can do, try and encourage that. If your parent is shy or nervous or, you know, doesn't like crowds, try and find ways to be able to tailor it step by step. So when you come and visit, for example, you can sit in the dining lounge. In the kitchen area, there's the dining area, which is usually about, say, 10-15 meters from the lounge where the activities are. Just sit 10-15 meters away anyway from the activities with your mother, so you can observe the activities, but you're not in the thick of the activities. So from there, she can observe, she can adjust, you can discuss things with her, you know, and explain what's happening, that, you know, Mum, it's 9 o'clock. You can see the, you know, clock on the wall that it's 9 o'clock now, say 9:30. And I've put the watch, the battery in your watch. So ask her to look at the watch. I put the battery in your watch, which says 9:30. You can see 9:30 in the clock on the wall, and assuming she's good at telling the time, then now you know that the activities are starting, the newspaper reading. Okay, yes, I can see that. So many dementia residents can read the time, and they like reading the time. They like to know the time and what's happening. So if they've got access to a wristwatch and the battery's going, and they can look at the clock on the wall, either or, and adjust to orient, okay, 9:30, that's when the activities start, the newspaper reading, and I can have a go at joining that. It may be, it may be for the first few weeks, if she's very shy, you can just sit a few rows back with the newspaper reading. And sometimes you can answer the questions about the news and current affairs or offer a comment. And this will just start to warm up your mother to integrating. People look behind and wave and say hi and see that you're progressing forward to the front row, so to speak. Then once she's adjusted and she's got to see that, oh, well, actually, this is quite interesting, and at least we're learning about the news and what's going on, you can say to her, look, Mum, how about next time I come, we go to the front row. I'll be with you, but we can get 2 seats at the front in the sunny spot, which you like, and we can listen to the news. And, she'll accept that, hopefully. And once she's adjusted to being in the front row with you, with someone she knows that she's comfortable with and familiar with, then she'll be able to carry that on her own. I mean, effort's required, but it needs to be a manageable effort, a manageable goal. You can't just expect someone that's completely shy, withdrawn, and been living on their own for many years to all of a sudden be able to sit in the thick of it with 10 other people every morning and 30 other people in the lounge room and be comfortable with that. But if you can ease them into it and encourage them, come on, Mum, I know it's not easy. I know it's difficult, but we really have to try here. I'm here to support you. I'll be coming to the press reading in the morning at 9:30 with you for the next few weeks for you to adjust. And I'll be coming to some meals with you as well, a couple of times a week, so that you can adjust to the ladies there. And, you'll make a friend soon. I know you will. It just takes time, and we just have to go about things, step by step in a way that you're comfortable with. But you do have to make a bit of an effort. I know you're not used to socializing, but you do need to at least say good morning to the ladies and just say 1 or 2 words just to get things going. So in that way, your mother will adjust, and she's, you're steering her in the right direction so she can socialize in this vast environment and hopefully make a friend, if not a best friend, just socializing, just friendly, even if it's not to the extent of making a best friend. As long as she can be friendly with the ladies at the table, then those, the dining table, usually they have 4 ladies to a table for the meals, the same 3 other ladies. So there's your mother, and then there will be 3 other ladies at the same table for her meals, both breakfast, lunch and dinner. So if she gets to be friendly with those ladies, and especially when you come to meals with her and socialize with them, those same ladies will be at the activities sessions, so they will be friendly to her as a result. Then from that friendliness, friends develop. It takes time, of course, but even if there's just friendliness, even friendliness itself actually will sometimes be enough to enable a person to settle down and relax and be part of it, even without making a special friend, remarkably. I mean, a special friend helps a lot, but friendliness is essential, all round essential for socialization. So I've written these 2 books, The Resident's Voice and The Resident's Rise, both from a dementia unit, both on Amazon, both on my website, description below, www.pietavalentine.com. And thank you for your looks and your likes, and all these videos that I'm doing, they're written up in both books, in the epilogues of both books. So if you're a reader, it's really good to get these. Ebooks, popular. Really good to get these because everything's sort of laid out and you can refer to that, especially for when your parent is going into a dementia facility. There's so much to learn, and if you can read it, it's a great start, and then watch the videos as well. So thank you for your looks and likes and subscriptions, and please subscribe. Thank you for your support.